If you're wondering, just before I start up this camera, I just got through freaking sneezing because watching this film makes me. I'm just allergic to this movie, literally. Because before I started the camera up, I started sneezing, and now I turn this on because I'm allergic to this movie. That's why. I just cannot seem to get away from being allergic to such bullshit movies like these. I just can't. So yeah, hey Kyle, once again, and welcome back to the next review for Halloween month, another rant. A lot of people like my rants, so another rant for another shitty horror film. On pretty much a stupid idea. So yeah, so this rant for this one is on the 2018 horror film Truth or Dare. Unrated director's cut, bullshit. Because this is released as PG-13. There's no. When it's a PG-13 film, it doesn't make a difference because it's PG-13. It's not gonna be as gory or whatever. Well, the film is not gory enough to begin with because it's PG-13. So unrated director's cut makes no freaking sense. And you want to say I'm pointing with the middle finger because I'm giving the middle finger to this movie. Truth or Dare. Yeah, because it's a concept they literally just pulled out of their asses, basically. A horror. Oh yeah. Here's a cool idea for a horror film. Let's make a horror film about the game of Truth or Dare. Hey everyone! I dare you. Hey, Truth or Dare. Okay. Here's a dare. I dare you to watch this movie, and you see if it's as stupid as I'm making it out to be. So there's a dare. Oh, be careful. If you don't do the dare, you'll die from it. Jesus criminy. So yeah, that's why I sneeze before I go to this before I start this camera up. Yeah, because I'm allergic to this bullshit again. I think it's one of the stupider ideas for a horror film. And first of all, yeah, not only the director's it's PG-13, so the director's cut is bullshit. The film is not scary. It's not gory in the least bit at all. Not scary at all. Not creepy. Not suspenseful at all. How can it be creepy and suspenseful when you're doing a horror film on a game of Truth or Dare, huh? Well, anyway, all that nonsense aside. It came out in 2018. It made money. It made back its money on its opening weekend. Because when it comes to Blumhouse, their budgets are not that big. So this was made on a very small budget of $3.5 million. It made its back on its opening weekend, $41 million domestically in the U.S. and worldwide $95 million. So it was a huge hit. But it didn't matter because critics panned the film. It has a 5.2 on IMDb, should be lower. It has about 15% of Rotten Tomatoes. So that says it right there. Even critics said it was not fun. It wasn't scary at all either. And the film was directed by Jeff Wadlow. Jeff Wadlow, whatever. Which is funny enough, really enough, because the next rant I'll be doing after this is another film that this guy directed. Which will be the guy's first film that he debuted back in 2005, and that is Cry Wolf. Yeah, this is gonna be the next one I'll be doing after this, in which really enough, this is the guy's first film he did. Really enough. Coincidence? I think not. So yeah, he directed that. This guy's not much of a director anyway. Yeah, he had that film he did, this film, and then what other films he did? He did Kick-Ass 2, not a fan of. Jim Carrey was the best part of that movie, though, even though he disowned it, though. But Jim Carrey was the best part of the movie, but I still dislike Kick-Ass 2. Did not. Never Back Down, not a fan of. Fantasy Island from 2020, didn't like it either. So this guy is not much of a director anyway. I don't know how this guy keeps on getting jobs. But I have no idea. So yeah, Jeff Wadlow is not much. It's me, not much of a director, but okay. It was because with this group of nobodies. This cast, I have no idea. This cast is a shitty cast. I'm sorry, that's what I think. But and even the characters themselves, a bunch of nobodies, but they're also they're basically a bunch of dipshits, basically. And they're all on spring break, go to this place. I think it was some what country they were in? Was it Mexico somewhere? Yeah, in Mexico, right? Yeah, they're having some party. They're partying, drinking. They go to this abandoned place. A guy by the character. Who's the guy they meet? They meet with this one guy who basically brings the curse to them. I think it was the character. I think it was the guy that. I think it was the guy by the name of Sam. I think. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, this guy named Sam. He basically brings a curse to this group of people, and it's a game of truth or dare. You know, and only there was a rule that says for each person they can only do 2 truths and a dare. I don't know. I mean, wherever I play truth or wherever I remember playing truth or dare, they can you can continue doing dares or continue doing truths. But I know there was a rule doing per person you can only do 2 truths or 1 dare. I don't know. So I don't know the rules of that. So, but basically he threw this curse on them because he wants to get out of it. It's kind of the same way it follows, because you know how it's this running curse with being spread to a guy and girl, though. But in the beginning, the one guy gave it to our lead girl so he can get out of it. You know, it's this cursing that follows, but it follows. I said that. But someone like that, though. But he spreads out among this group of nobodies. One of them doesn't believe it, because if you don't do the dare anyway, you die, or you don't play the game at all, you die. So by the time they get back, one of them doesn't believe. And the characters have a bunch of noise. I don't really give a damn about. I don't give a damn about any of the characters. They can all die for all I care. So I didn't care for anybody of them. They're all unlikable to me. Well, except for one person, which I'll get to in a second, though. But obviously he was the best character in the movie, I would say. But the one guy, like this place, like a bar or something, like the guy doesn't believe in this stuff. So, and if one thing this movie was very laughable is, like, each time they decide to do, like, they're gonna die or whatever, each one that gets this big huge freaking smile. I can't do it though, but they can't because they CGI they CGI the smile on their faces. I'm like, so it's like you can't do practical makeup, you know, like. I mean, hell, that smile is kind of something they did for the Joker and Tim Burton's Batman. You know, for Joker, or that one woman who died from dying of laughter from the chemicals, right? Died with a smile on their face. I mean, you can't do that though, but that would take too long. So whatever. But the CGI of the smile, every time I do that, it's this stupid smile that looks silly as hell. It's laughable. Yeah, for this horror film, Truth or Dare, let's throw that in there. And, that's supposed to be scary, isn't it? No, it's not. It's laughable. When you get each one, the next one they're supposed to smile, they get with the die they get that shitty CGI grin on their faces. So the guy, he stands on the pool table, breaks his neck, and even though a friend of theirs has died, one guy says, he says, tough break. Yeah, he says tough break. It's a pool joke. Yeah, good friends. When you saw a person die, you say a joke like that. Tough break. That's I guess for the most part, I don't give a damn about these characters. But also, the one guy I thought was the best character of this movie was the guy who who turns out he's gay, but like he tells the truth, like he's forced to tell the truth, like he tells it to his dad, and the dad kind of like accepts it, okay, and his dad is a police officer. Like that's a character that I thought was the best character of the movie. Just focus the movie on this guy, but sadly that's not what it is. But so basically, a story like that it's a throwaway story for this guy, because even it was when the guy tells his dad about this stuff, would he believe it or not? But at the end, when he does do the like the dare, he pulls a gun, to his dad, and so he has to shoot him. But then one of the cops shoot him instead, and the dad tries to help, get help, call an ambulance, but it's too late for the guy. So, and each and every death, like one of the deaths of was, I forget, was a woman or a guy, forget, because all these characters are forgettable. Like one stabs a pen into the eye. And by each one, by the time besides doing the dares, by the time they tell the truth, I'm like, this is stupid because by telling the truth, each of these characters are falling apart by telling the truth because like one was like, you like this guy, or you slept with this one guy, whatever. And like, and they're all just they're all just bitching and moaning about. I'm like, hey, you forget this is a life or death situation. You just take it with a grain of salt, okay? It's either that or you die, okay? Your life is at stake. Take it like a man and suck it up and move on, basically, okay? Yeah, whatever. I'd rather have the truth be told, and you get a little hurt about it, but guess what? Your life is at stake. So, what's more important? Either dying or just moaning and crowing because about your dirty little secrets. I'd rather take being a little bit embarrassed than being dead. How about that? So, and basically, I'm just jumping at because the film is so boring, and especially each of these deaths are not as gruesome. Even with a bullshit director's cut, it's still bull because it's PG-13. You can't do nothing with it. And it's not gory at all. The deaths are lame. And which basically comes down to, towards the end, they had to find the guy who passed the curse on to them. The character Sam. And so you have the lead girl who, who's the girl's name? The lead girl's name, Olivia. Then there you have, the guy, the one guy left, Lucas, and then you have, Marky? The other girl left. So they find the guy Sam, and then tell him about the break this curse. It has something to do with this one time. If they involved cutting off their tongue out, I guess part of this ritual because they differ with this one nun. I think it was. I mean, all this for a complicated. All this for a complicated game of truth or dare has to go through all this. Oh, how to stop this whole thing? Stop this curse. This is a snooze fest. And then the guy Lucas does a pretty much stupid thing because he says, I don't want you to do the dare, I'll do it. So he does the dare, which basically screws the whole thing up, basically. So the guy's a dumbass. And he shoots the guy Sam. So it was basically the guy who can stop this curse. The guy's a dumbass, so basically you just ruin the whole thing for them. And then ultimately he shoots himself. And now it's just the two girls. Oh yeah, and here's their brilliant plan. Oh yeah. So just avoid them. Basically they decided to save their own asses by dooming the world. Yeah, that's basically it. By the end, they just doomed the whole world by they choose to selfishly save their own asses. And it's basically killing the whole world, basically, because they make a video, they post a video, I guess, everywhere, because it's the internet, it is everywhere, but they just post a video saying, hey, truth or dare. And basically, you don't know how many how this phones go. I know it's the internet. It basically goes worldwide, basically. So, how many people were watching that video? But with thousands, maybe more. So basically, you just basically doomed the whole world. Basically, if people watch that video, you just basically pass a curse on to every single person on whoever watched that video, truth or dare, and because if they think it will not go back to them because you got thousands of millions of people watching. So great. So the amount of the views it gets probably goes in the millions, and thinking that basically you just doomed the whole world basically just to selfishly save your own asses. Although that kind of contradicts what at the beginning said. Oh, would you save Mexico or yourselves? And I think they said the girl said Mexico. Basically, then she's basically just contradicted herself at the end, where she chooses to selfishly save themselves and just doom the whole world basically. Wow, that makes me totally unlike these characters even more because they just contradict themselves and they're being selfish about it. So this is what I mean. All these characters, basically, I don't give a damn about, especially if they're unlikable, and with a bullshit ending like that, the lead girl, you think you want to root for them to get out, but no, they just basically just ends up being so stupid, and just want to kill the whole world just to save their own asses, basically. By passing the curse on to everybody. So basically, you just murdered basically the whole world, basically. Great job. Brah fucking no. So yeah, and the other guy character being stupid. Oh, I don't want you taking the dare. I'll do it, and then kills the guy who basically do the ritual for them. But it's a bunch of cockamania, a bunch of malarkey. And now they said they want to develop a sequel for this. Great. That's basically what ended like sequels. Well, they said they want to do sequel. There's nothing been progressed about that as of up to date. So who knows if they just cancel it. Truth or freaking dare? Yeah. Here, tell you the truth. This movie sucks ass. Basically, no, screw it. That's the fucking truth. Screw that. I'm not holding back on this. That's the fucking truth. Here's my truth. Here's the truth. If I choose truth or dare, truth. Truth is, here's my truth. This movie fucking sucks. How about that? And hey, I dare you to watch for yourselves and see how stupid the movie is. So I got my truth, and there's your dare. How about that? The film, well, how long is this? Hour and 40 minutes. Boring as hell. And deaths are not graphic. Especially this unrated director's cut is pointless because it's still PG-13. Jeff Wadlow. Yeah, and the next one I gotta do is Cry Wolf. Great. Now that was the guy's first film. This guy is not much of a director anyway. I don't know. All the films this guy's done, I don't know what is worse. Because this film was pretty stupid anyway. I think it may be the worst film this guy's done. Yeah, this film has put a curse on me. It's making me fall the fuck asleep. I sneezed because I sneezed before this video because I'm allergic to it, and I was putting me to sleep. Yeah, this film has cursed me. Truth or dare? Yeah, the truth is, I hate this film. It's stupid as hell, boring, unlikable characters, stupid ending, not brutal deaths, PG-13 bull crap, stupid with a freaking smiley face. Yeah, that's supposed to be scary, the smiley face, CGI smile. I don't know why they decided to do this. This was a concept that just basically pulled out of their ass, basically. Oh, what horror movie can we make next? Okay, let's do a film about a game of Truth or Dare. Hell, hide and seek. You want another kids game? Hide and seek with Robert De Niro and Dakota Fanning. I'm not a fan of that movie though, but that film was much better than that. If you want to play Truth or Dare, hide and seek is much better than this. I mean, I like Robert De Niro, I like Dakota Fanning, but not a good movie though. But that's still better than this. That's another truth. That's another truth for you. I'd rather watch hide and seek than this. What's the next stupid horror film they can try to do for a kids game? Truth or Dare and hide and seek. What? What do they do a game of patty cake? Jesus criminy. So I don't know what I can say about this film. It's stupid as hell. I mean, the only characters like they said, the guy who's like who's in the closet gay. He was like the best character though. But they do nothing with that character. But the other characters are unlikable. But hey, the film made money. They would. I don't know why. Truth or Dare. I will say the film sucked. So yeah, so that's my rant on Truth or Dare. Thanks for watching. And the next one is the next film from this director, Cry Wolf. Yeah, like I said, coincidentally, it's from the same director. Great. Gotta enjoy this guy even further. Later.